Hello everyone, you know me, I'm Tom. Wow, all I can say is we've got a lot of rain in North Carolina. The whole East Coast got soaked. They recorded 8 inches. I had to come out here today just to make sure everything was cool. Everything, of course, is soaking wet, and the river is definitely raging. Nice. Hope nobody got any damage from this. I know a lot of places in Raleigh got flooded, normally that get flooded. So that's a lot of water. Nice. Everything, like I said, is soaking wet. Last 2 days, literally non-stop rain. It wasn't like a really hard downpour rain, but it never stopped. And of course, everything is growing. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. It's still raining here in Eflin. Now it's sunshine in Raleigh. And I went on a couple service calls first thing this morning, just some quick little maintenance items. And as soon as I did, the phone rang off the hook. And real estate agents, of course, everybody now has got either wood rot or something, you know, just something. There's always something. So starting tomorrow, I'm back at it full steam. Now it's going to get back up in the 80s. So with all this water, you know, the humidity is going to be brutal. So all I can say is I'm not looking forward to it, but hey, work is work. And you know, I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad we have rain instead of a drought. I remember when we did have a drought here, that was not fun. But I'll take this any day of the week to have some water on the farm, because my water tower is full, and that's after I used my power washer to soak the field down, the vegetable garden. And I collected 55 gallons in 2 days off that simple little gutter system I have off my pole barn building that my tractor sits under. So that system works really good for water collection. And anyway, guess what else? The corn is growing. There's a bunch of other stuff growing in the vegetable garden. I've got some seeds that are not growing, so I can replant. I'm going to have to replant those. And let's go up to the top of the hill. Well, first I gotta get it to start, right? Come on, baby. Come on, trusty. There we go. All right, let's go up to the top of the hill. All my lumber is soaked. Everything's wet. Now, this water tower was down to here Friday. Okay? Today's Tuesday. Completely busting full. And you can see both these were empty. And 8 inches definitely. Kubota tractor's all nice and wet. The compound's all nice and wet. But one thing we got is a lot of grass growing. Oh my God. I know what I'll be doing next weekend, or this weekend coming up, cutting grass. Let's go check out the cornfield. And here's another indicator how much rain we got. Tell me we didn't get no rain. It's full. That's definitely 8 inches. Okay. Corn. And we got it. It's growing. See? Look like about 50 stalks of corn. They're all good 5-6 inches tall, pretty much. Plus 2, there's a lot of other stuff growing too. See? So there is some growth in here. Now, of course, everything's not growing, and this has been planted 3 weeks ago, so I don't know. I might have to come up here and replant a bunch of seeds, which is fine. Like I said, this is my first run at this, so no big deal. Nice gloomy sky. But everything's looking good. Oh yeah. Last weekend, or 2 weeks ago, I was telling you about, I was starting to clear out this part of the woods here so I can connect my fence. And I made a pretty big dent in it, so got in here and check it out. So for the last 2 days, I was sitting at the house, and guess what I was doing? Watching everybody else's prepper and homesteading videos. And I made a lot of comments on a lot of other people's videos, so thanks a lot for commenting back. I appreciate it. But, see, I thinned it all out. And see, now you can see the fence. Let me slide over in here. There you go. See? Right through there. Perfect. And thinned out the edge from here back. I thinned all that out and just came in here and thinned out everything through here too. That's cool. All right. But man, everything in here is about 8 to 10 inches tall. Oh my God. Farm work. Farm work never ends. Okay. The topic of this video, outside of all this rain, is a phone call I got this morning. Remember that video that I did where I was ranting and raving about apprentices, you know, apprenticeships? Well, I had this young woman call me up this morning, 28 years old, out of Durham, North Carolina, and she said that she wanted to become an apprentice under me. So I asked her a bunch of questions. She said she's more tomboyish, and she likes to work on cars, and you know, just she likes working with wood. And I asked her how much experience she had, and she said absolutely zero. She's learning how to use a measuring tape, a speed square, and she just signed up for Wake Tech, their carpentry class, but it doesn't start until September. And, you know, the one thing I have to admit about that is that she was very motivated she spoke very high, the way she spoke showed that she was very intelligible. And extremely motivated to want to do this kind of work I do. And, working under me is not the easiest thing in the world. I kind of warned her about that because normally, because I have Patty. She works with me from time to time, but I usually have her do cleaning or painting. But this young lady says, no, I want to be a carpenter. And I said, okay, well, I'll give you a chance. And I'm gonna go with you and see what you're made of. I at first was gonna say no. And I thought to myself, well, where would I be if people that I trained under and learned from told me the same thing, no. So I suppose the point of this video would be then for us older guys, us craftsmen, the people in this trade, people who own companies like mine, larger, smaller, it don't matter. If we tell young people, and 28 years old ain't young, it's young to me. I mean, I'm old enough to be a grandfather. If we tell them no, what kind of message does that send? That we're not willing to give somebody a chance even though they're a girl? Well, I had to kind of think about it for just a brief second. It was only a brief second, and I said okay. So it's Tuesday. I've got a couple of siding rot jobs I've got to do. And plus I'm on that big deck restoration job. So it's all carpentry related work that I've got going on now anyway. So I just told her, I said, get you a pair of steel toe shoes, boots, and do whatever you have to do to learn about a tape measure, because you're going to need to know that, okay? So, hold on, my hand's getting tired, so I'm just going to flip the camera around. I'll keep talking to you. But, where would this world be if we just reject people when they truly reach out and want the opportunity to try to learn something from us old guys? Back in the day, education wasn't that big of a deal. We could just find a company, beg like hell, and say, please hire me, try me out, and pray it all works out, and they hire you, and you do a good job. So I thought to myself, okay, let's do this. Now, this is going to be the first time I've ever had a female work with me in the capacity of a carpenter. So I'm going to give it a shot. Anybody want to buy that truck, let me know, because I'm not going to do anything with it. There it is. I'll take $300 for everything. You come pick it up. I'll just put it on the back of your trailer. And I hope it works out. I really do. I hope it works out. If I see that she's got her brain wired on straight and it seems to work out, then I'm going to be okay with it. What can I say? I'm going to be okay with it. And pass on some knowledge to someone else. So maybe that's the message here, guys, is let's try to pass on some knowledge to other people that are willing to learn. And not just pretend that we're out there trying to do a good thing for everybody, and actually do something to help somebody get a leg up in the world. Teach them a valuable trade, and give them some wisdom, some positive reinforcement, and, you know, just give them a leg up. So hopefully this situation works, and I find a motivated female, 28-year-old girl, that turns into a fine carpenter. And for all the other folks out there that I chimed on your videos this weekend, thanks a lot. I enjoy the conversation, I really do. Because I know a couple of you guys that I've commented on, you know, you're all are doing the same thing I'm doing. You're just grinding it out every single day, making mistakes, learning, growing, and just putting your faith in yourself and the people around you. So you know, because you know I'm kind of a loner. I do pretty much everything by myself, and I have only one or two people in my life that I associate with on some sort of regular basis. And that list keeps getting smaller. Keeps getting smaller. And it's not by choice, it's just by design. But from all you guys and girls all over the world that are inspired by my handyman videos and my off-grid farm videos, thank you very much. You know who you are. I respond to everybody. And, you know, try to leave positive comments. And, you know, for the couple of people out there that are just haters and some trolls and a few other, you know, specifically this one individual, I won't mention your name. You know who you are. You know, I hope you can live with yourself. You know, I really do, because, you know, it's a shame. Because I was actually watching another video, Dirt Patch Heaven, is a young lady, her and her husband and two kids, and they're doing off-grid everything, and they actually got a fairly large channel, much larger than mine, and she's crying because of all the negative comments on her channel, because people are just haters. And then you see the comments of people who are supporting her and their channel, and she puts in the title, "I'm going to give up on YouTube." You know, and that's a crying shame. That is just a crying shame that people who don't know you can sit back and say such negative, ugly, you know, hurtful things about something that they wish to God they even had 1% of what you got going on, or your inspiration, or your energy to go out there and try to figure this all out. And I just want to let the girl on Dirt Patch Heaven know that don't worry about it. You know, it's all cool. You'll be fine. I know women are a little bit more sensitive than men. We can take it. Women, they break down a little bit easier. They're emotional. But this is just to all you haters out there, man. All I can say is, you know, I hope you can sleep at night. I really do. Because you know what? You're only hurting yourself. You're not hurting us. Because we see through it.